Hi, welcome to For Flow with Chloe. Let's see what the cards say today, starting with the Light Seers Tarot. One off the bottom, one off the top, and then let's do a shuffle. That one and that one instantly. Okay, there's 4 to begin. Interesting. We have the overall energy of the Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles. So big spiritual ascension vibes. There is a lot of spiritual ascension energy around tomorrow's Scorpio full moon. And Scorpio is quite a transformational sign. It transforms into the eagle to gain high advantage in consciousness, and then into the phoenix in its final kind of, it's like super mythical, like fiery wisdom energy. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. We are in the month of May, which is ruled by the earth sign Taurus predominantly. We switch over to Gemini soon on the 20th, sorry. My birthday is the 22nd. So yeah, she's got this mandala drawn on the floor, like this magical mandala of grounding. And what's been coming up a lot for me in readings is kind of walking in circles to ground in and unlock your own groundedness and your own earth energy, to manifest, to invite in and lock down the things you want to receive. And then maybe if we can sit in the silence, there may be some spiritual epiphanies and higher consciousness coming in. Because we also have the Hermit, this need to ground and sit in serenity and listen to within and not be too vocal. We have had Mercury just move into Taurus yesterday on the 10th, and that's very much about taking a bit more of a back seat, being more reserved and looking, observing, being the observer rather than the active speaker, and thinking before you speak, no rushing in. We have the 9 of Wands. This is our boundaries and our barriers. There is a sense of defensiveness here, and the last reading I did, there was stuff sort of come up about not spending time with or giving energy to or allowing those that give you a bad vibe to be in your energy at the moment, because it's going to create a toxicity and maybe drain away some of those good vibes. Need to sit in that silence, that stillness, and not apologise, not explain, and hold your ground so that you can get what you want, so you can have this Page of Pentacles, new beginnings, of like grounded, earthy, well-rooted new beginnings. I'm going to take one more Light Seer, then I might take one from the World Unknown. Ooh. We have the King of Wands, big time Mars energy. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and partly Pluto. Pluto is the higher octave of Mars, and we've had a bunch of Mars and Pluto oppositions, which are very much wanting us to shift into this higher consciousness of Pluto. We've got Pluto in Aquarius at the moment. Mars is in Leo. So Leo is all about, creativity and leadership. I think this is asking us to be creative and go into our wisdom of leadership rather than an avert, rah, or follow me or look at me vibe. So big old box here. Look at it. Ribbons to open it. There's the guidebook. Big fat guidebook. And then out comes the box. Little pearl in the bottom. Gorgeous deck. So much artistry in this. Pull my ribbon up again to get the wheels out. Ooh. Try not to drop them on the floor. What's that one? The vessel. So quite a maternal vibe, one could say. And we have this light shining out of the dark. The vessel, obviously, is where things are carried and stored. So, you know, is our cup full? Is it half empty? How do we fill it? Is it broken? What are we carrying? Is that enough to fill us up? Is our vessel leaking? And, you know, the vessel, as in the womb, is, you know, the dark space where we all get born from. So there's a rebirth energy here. And, you know, looking at the body also as, like, you know, the sacred vessel, like, and are your needs being met in order for you to have this rebirth? Very interesting. That's very Scorpionic, very transformational. Very spiritual as well. So it goes with that Hierophant card and the Hermit, I believe, as well, like assessing about our vessel. Okay, we'll have one Beltane card and then we shall be done. Unless it spits more out at me, as it sometimes likes to. What's the card say today? Oh, I've got two. How funny. It's creation, and that definitely goes with that vessel, doesn't it? I said about the mother, the nurturing kind of being born. Through darkness I crossed, and still I found myself in the presence of life. Rebirth. And, you know, drinking from the roots to nurture ourselves. How to have this regrowth, this sort of refertilization. And then I didn't even notice what it was. Fertilization is the next card. How funny. Food is not the only thing that nourishes you. So this came up in the one that I did the other day. Not the only thing that nourishes you, dear one. Be mindful of what you feed your soul. Be mindful of what you fill that vessel with. Getting this need for, like, maybe a bit of a detox as well, to purify yourself and rid yourself of toxic energies. Don't apologise, don't explain if someone's got an off vibe. Just stay in your own energy. Say no. Always have boundaries. Never apologise, never explain. And sit in your stillness and be guided by what's within in order to have your grounded new beginnings, your manifestations, and your spiritual ascension. Very on point for the Scorpio full moon. Also, don't forget to check out the Scorpio full moon class that I released recently. It has a lot of working towards the peak pose of Scorpio. Also has a lot of eagle pose in there to represent that transformational higher consciousness level. Yeah, anyway, go and check it out. Bye.